Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Happy Monday to you all. Should we have a look? Well, let's say cheers first. Cheers to all you love bugs out there. Let's have a look at what's on the cards for this week. What is this week's energy looking like? We'll start with the Rider-Waite Tarot, seeing as they're sitting there. It's like I want to blow the table. Blow off any dust. Okay, well, they have flipped over. There's a few cards there. And I'm going to get some more cards. Hello, Mr. King of Love. Have you got the love bug? Have you been a bit poorly? Have you had a bug? Have you had an upset belly? I've had a bit of an upset belly, but I'm all good now. But I was a little bit out of sorts, so I was just gentle on myself. The love bug is like a lovesick. You're lovesick. Okay. Let's have a look at the Druid Craft Tarot. We'll see. Oh, there's a few cards here that want to come out, so we'll take those cards. Am I still going to keep pulling the cards? Okay. Look, this masculine's thinking. I saw at the bottom of the deck, okay, as I'm putting it back in the box. Contemplation. Quiet contemplation. Being gentle with yourself. There's no desire to fight. Okay, so it's a real nice surrender energy, but it's the energy of giving up the fight against love and surrendering into it. It's too exhausting, isn't it? Trying to deny your feelings. Too exhausting. Let's have a look at these cards. The first card is the Wheel. Now this card always takes me to the resurrection, as if Jesus has died and is going to be reborn. It's like a 3-day period. Okay. What's this feminine up to? Feels like a sacred circle. Let's read about the Wheel. So that's the Wheel of Fortune. Actually, I have this I can use to pop the card up. I can see that that card is on that King of Cups card. It's like I'm not silly. I can see the signs. I saw the signs. Okay, the Wheel. Let's have a read about the Wheel. It's card number 10. The message: you can see the patterns in your life and the wider patterns in the cycles of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Harvesting the seeds of destiny, you continue to sow seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds. I feel as if the lyrics to that song are important, so let me just check them out for us. Let's have a look at the lyrics. Tears for fears. Okay, let's go to Genius. High time we made a stand and shook up the views of the common man. And the love train rides from coast to coast. DJ's the man we love the most. Could you be squeaky clean and smash any hope of democracy? As the headline says, You're free to choose. There's egg on your face and mud on your shoes. One of these days, they're gonna call it the blues. Yeah, yeah. Sowing the seeds of love. Seeds of love. Anything is possible when you're sowing the seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love. Anything is possible. Seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love. Sowing the seeds. I spy tears in their eyes. They look to the skies for some kind of divine intervention. Food goes to waste. So nice to eat, so nice to taste. Politician granny with your high ideals, have you no idea how the majority feels? So without love and a promised land, we're fools to the rules of a government plan. Kick out the style, bring back the jam. Sowing the seeds of love, anything. Sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of love, seeds of love, sowing the seeds. Okay, there's more. Sowing the seeds, the birds and the bees, my girlfriend and me, in love. Feel the pain, talk about it. If you're a worried man, then shout about it. Open hearts, feel about it. Open minds, think about it. Everyone read about it. Everyone scream about it. Everyone, yeah, yeah. Everyone read about it, everyone. Read it in the books, in the crannies and the nooks. There are books to read for us. Sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of love. We're sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of love. We're sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of love. Mr. England, sowing the seeds of love. Okay. Now what was really interesting is it mentions about government here, and I have been listening to a teaching, and it triggered a perspective that rang very true, and that is, why do men stay in toxic marriages, relationships? And it's because, well, one of the reasons is because the government favours the female the majority of the time in a divorce settlement. So she's entitled to at least half, plus a whole lot more. And lawyers, solicitors will encourage a feminine during her divorce process to get as much as she can. They will keep pushing for more. So you might be happy with half, and they say, no, you can have a lot more, let's push for more. And that is how fucked up the system is. And I'd listened to this audio, even though I have been listening to a feminine who's actually going through this, and her lawyer was pushing for, her solicitor was pushing for a lot more. And at one point she was happy to go with the solicitor's opinions and push for more. And was going to fleece him of as much as what she could possibly get. And she would talk to me about it, and I would say to her, take what you feel is rightfully yours, And well, it's a lot less, actually. It's less than half. So what she's actually settled on, where before she was going to fleece him on all of it. I just don't agree with that setup. I don't agree with how the masculines are just left with this huge obligation, responsibility, this huge bill. Anyway, so yeah, why do men not leave toxic marriages? Because they lose everything. What's the next card? The Lovers in reverse. At every moment you have a choice. Love is at the heart of life. All creation is born out of love. Now the reverse meaning, the keywords are jealousy, indecision, destructive love, romantic problems and separation. A disturbed relationship, destructive love or difficult marriage, romantic or sexual problems, romantic immaturity, separation from a loved one or unrequited love, a union of souls that can only exist in the inner world, the inability to choose between lovers, general indecisiveness, or the risk of bad choices being made. Okay. The next card. The King of Swords in reverse. The corrupt and heartless use of power, an unscrupulous person who deliberately withholds information from you, communicating in a hurtful, scheming or slanderous manner, negative financial or legal advice, dissatisfaction with authoritarianism, resulting in militancy or political protest. Oh, seem to be hitting a nail on the head. Just one of the nails on the head. Okay. What's he hiding, Mr. King of Cups? Because you've got a few cards underneath there. I shall have a look in a moment. I'm going to go to the angel prayers first. So really, what is standing in the way of true love? A toxic feminine. They say that you never really know a person until, you know, there's trouble, or, you know, you have to separate, or you separate. You get to see someone's true colours, don't you then? Unconditional love, the Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. Holding a space here for the Divine Masculines. You are blessed to receive the guidance and support of the Divine Mother at this time. Her nurturing and loving spirit fills your energy like a cup so that you can feel whole again. Together with her angels, she knows that at times you can feel unloved and find it difficult to share your love with others. She is here to help you see that it is just as blessed to give as to receive. You have given so much of yourself in life and love. Now it's time to receive. You are never too old to be mothered, and the Divine Mother sends her blessings to you at this time so that you can feel wrapped and secure in her love. But it has everything to do with this light protective circle here while you go through this this change. A death of an old way. Through death comes rebirth. You are being encouraged to love yourself and to see that you are deserving of love, so that the Divine Mother can work with your angels to bring healing and miracles into your life. You are a being of unconditional love. It's natural to love and be loved because it's who you are. The Divine Mother is the divine mothering energy that runs through every belief system in the world. In India, she is seen as Shakti and Parvati. In the East, she is seen as Kuan Yin, and in many other places, she is seen as Mary. Whatever you call this energy, she exists within us all. In this case, the Divine Mother is Mary, the Queen of the Angels. Whatever face or name you give her, she will be there for you in time of need. So the message that was coming through earlier regarding feeling trapped in a situation was, once you've asked for help, and that doesn't have to be from a physical human being, okay, but you ask, and I don't even want to say ask God for help, in case, you know, you feel uncomfortable with that. Just ask. Put it out there. Ask for help. Because I feel that the toxic connection is being dissolved naturally. But once you want out, things will be rearranged for you. Divine intervention. There is a way out. You just need to want there to be a way out. Okay. Let's go to the affirmators. Inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it'll be a flawless speech voiced by James L. Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Look, engagement. Today I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. No pressure. I don't feel as if like you're under pressure by them saying that, you know. No pressure. It's like, no, just be easy. And it's like this masculine could be experiencing a lot of energies that he's finding it hard to like engage in with. Go out for a walk, connect with nature, the animals, and see how many different pleasant energies that are in alignment with you will find you. So go and talk to some strangers. They all have a message to impart. Okay, no judgment. Joyville. I release myself from all and from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Yeah. Okay. And we have the wonder. The wonder of you It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theatre. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. And when something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Okay, well that's good. It's good that you got a ticket to the show. It's good that you got a ticket to the show. It's good that you're glad to have a ticket to the show. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. If you see a painted sign on the side of the road, what does it say? Because it's a sign. It's a sign from the divine. So look for those signs. Yeah, I can see that. That's the Three of Swords. Heartbreak in the middle there. Loss. Crying. Temper now. Okay. King of Cups. We spoke about you. King of Swords. Well, you're in reverse here. So you want him to change that way of thinking around. That was quite a negative description here of the heartbreak, heartache. What's actually going on? We can feel it. Okay, your Chariot awaits. Who solved the riddle? The answer is you, man. Chariot awaits. Look at all the signs and symbols here on the bodice, I want to say. You've got the two sphinxes waiting for you. I feel like someone's thrown their their toy out of the pram, but I felt that this was like a pacifier, a soother, a dummy. Or this could be, because you look a bit dazed here, you could be acting dumb. You're not dumb, and you're not stupid, and you're not silly. You're quite intelligent, really. There's the death, transformation. The king lays on the floor. That's the death of the old way of being. And now it's time for your rebirth. The other thing that comes through with why a masculine would stay in a toxic marriage is due to religious beliefs. That once you marry, then that's for life. And regardless of whether you're miserable, you have to stick to that commitment. It's just another belief system that some adopt. Well, I feel because we have the Divine Mother coming through, and we've got the High Priest here, you deserve to love and be loved in return, wholeheartedly. And then we're back to the King of Cups again. Okay, well you knew that all along. You've got a lot of love to express. Express yourself. Let's go to the Mermaids and Dolphins. Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Are the next lyrics, life is demanding without understanding. So when you are not aware, not awakened to what's really going on, life can be really demanding upon you. Okay, surrender. As a result of all your prayers and manifestation work, you're now attracting synchronistic events. Those chance meetings, information you just happen to receive, and other synchronicities are really answered prayers. By drawing this card, Heaven calls your attention to the synchronicity and serendipity happening in your life. The more you notice these magical events, the more they'll occur for you. Even better, Write them down in a journal as a way to stimulate more synchronicity in your life. You may already know that there are no coincidental or accidental occurrences. This card reflects your recent focus on positive thoughts, which are being directed towards your desires, like a magical energy beam that can influence physical objects. Your optimism and faith are reshaping your life into a masterpiece that reflects your higher self. Okay, next card. Next card. Soulmate relationship. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. What's coming through is money's not needed, but money is included. Because this masculine's worrying about his future. How is he going to be able to provide, survive? And there is plentiful waiting for this divine masculine once everything else has been dissolved and the karmic debt is paid. Okay, because people will prolong this. People will choose like not to get divorced and just stay in a loveless connection, but you're just prolonging it, because some point down the road it may not even be your decision. They may decide to leave you and then still be able to get pensions is a big one. So let them have whatever it is that the justice system sees fit. You can leave that in the hands of governments. There's no point fighting that fight. But then that's that, it's done. Then moving on, the rest is yours. In this case, and in a lot of cases, this masculine doesn't even have access to any of his money. So even if you get access to like 30% of your money, I mean, that's 30% more than what you had access to. And then there's a whole lot more coming your way that no karmic interference energy can get their hands on. This is an act of trust, faith, and it's taking that leap into hand it over. Whatever threats they throw at you, show no fear, because you have no reason to be afraid. Your desire to be in a great love relationship has manifested, and you're being guided to create or maintain that situation right now. This relationship has a deep spiritual basis, with both partners having true faith and profound beliefs. You and your partner share similar spiritual concepts and are open-minded when it comes to learning about and implementing new practices. This partnership flows to you naturally right now. However, if you worry about or try to force the situation to happen, you could slow the results. It's important for you to enjoy the process leading up to your desired outcome. Dance with the movement that your manifestation has created for you. Attract your partner through your warm and relaxed demeanour, and know that heaven is taking care of all the details for both of you. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, well, I have the title. Heaven is working on all the details for both of you. Thank you very much, you're 1 in a million. Heaven is taking care of all the details for both of you. Okay. Sacred Destiny, Oracle cards. The Wheel of Fortune is about to turn in your favour. In your favour? It's all down to your faith. Okay. That wheel's about to turn. In your favour, they say. Do you believe them? Well, you're best to believe them. Transformation. Just look at all the blue and the yellows coming in here. Transformation. Blue butterfly. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth, and resurrection. And what did I say about this card? I said this card here just always takes me to the resurrection. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It actually dissolves into a kind of soup. In other words, it liquefies itself. And out of that emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. In some cultures, blue butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Also, the colour blue represents a calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement, and the blue butterfly is thought to carry all these meanings. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue colour suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodelling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. I was taking it to be in 96, so I felt like if when they're facing each other, it will be the yin-yang, 69. So it feels the energy of the yin-yang coming together in harmony, just about to slot into place. But you can feel the energy, the tension as they're getting closer and closer to union. If you ask me, beautiful. Cheers. I would like to finish this reading with a message from the Divine Feminine's Oracle. I nearly did get them out of the drawer, chose not to. Excuse me. The Divine Feminine Oracle cards. My hands feel extremely dry. I need to put some hand cream on. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the reading, Lucy. It's the weather conditions, the weather's changing quickly. So I felt that energy with like you know, catching a seasonal bug, because the seasons have changed quite rapidly and your body is adjusting. Okay, I have the card. Oh, okay. We have Kali, the mother of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. You know, Divine Masculine, with that King of Swords in reverse here, it's like you don't need to do the severing of ties. The universe is doing what needs to be done so that you can be free and happy, free from manipulation. Okay, Kali, let's read your message. Page number 64, and opened up to 96. Just had a look at that page number 64, please. Maybe if you could, not maybe, well maybe, perhaps, if you've got a book nearby, doesn't matter what it's about, the book. If it has a page 64, might be worthwhile having a read to see what it says on that page number. Feel free to leave your findings in the description box if you feel drawn to. Just intrigued. Okay, who she is. Kali embodies the ultimate wake-up call to get us aligned as soon as possible with what we have come here to do. This Hindu goddess is the most fierce form of the dark, divine feminine. She is that which brings all things to life or to an end. Her name comes from the Sanskrit word meaning the fullness of time. Kali is first mentioned in the 6th century Devi Mahatmayam, when the goddess Durga is threatened by 2 demons. Kali emerges from the rage furrowed in Durga's forehead and slays all the demons with ease. This is why she is often pictured holding the severed head of a demon, which represents the ego or false beliefs and illusions. So, this frown that I know, just interesting because it's by Megan Watterson, but my daughter Megan and her Divine Masculine Jamie, she's been picking him up a lot about like his furrowed frown. She's like, why do you frown? And me and her both sat there like trying to frown. We're like, it's uncomfortable. Why do you like do that? And he says it feels like it's like it's become like a natural state of just a natural state of his face goes to a frown. So interesting, because I feel that's what it's saying about the divine feminine kind of coming through Durga's forehead. So Kali emerges from the rage furrowed in Durga's forehead and slays all the demons with ease. This is why she is often pictured holding the severed head of a demon, which represents the ego or false beliefs and illusions. She appears wrathful, and yet she is considered to be the most loving. So she appears wrathful, and yet she is considered to be the most loving. She's like a mother, desperate to grab her beloved child from out of harm's way, willing to yank them from the path that they were on in order to bestow freedom. Oh. Divine Masculine, it feels like you're being yanked out of your current unhealthy, toxic environment. Her iconography often depicts her as standing on the naked body of the Hindu good, Hindu good. He's here to do good, him will do good. Okay. Standing on the naked body of the Hindu god Shiva. He is her consort, and together they represent the power available to us when we've honoured both the masculine and the feminine within us. And Kali is the feminine that's called on when the masculine has gone out of balance within us and in the world. She is the divine protectress and the mother of the universe, because she can cut through illusion and grant us the reality our soul came to manifest. So when your soul selects her card, Kali is as subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us, and that sounds good in theory, but in practice it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work we came here to do. Kali wants to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of a false belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. Kali is the harbinger of having entered Kairos, soul time, and stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But ultimately, Kali has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength, our vulnerability. She lets us begin again from the bare bones truth of who we are. I feel like I could cry. That's strong and powerful. Soul voice meditation. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? And the intention, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. That's what's on the cards for this week. Stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But remember, the unconditional love from the Divine Mother Mary here. Guys, big week. up ahead. Massive transformational changes. I will speak to you soon. Take care, much love.